On July 3rd, 2026, the biggest pop star on the planet married one of the NFL's most recognizable tight ends. And she didn't do it quietly. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce tied the knot in a private ceremony inside Madison Square Garden, the arena where Swift has performed 8 times over her career. Reports since the big day estimate the total price tag landed somewhere between $15 and $30 million, depending on which insider you ask, making it one of the most expensive celebrity weddings in recent memory. Streets around the garden were shut down for days. Over 100 police officers were stationed outside. 18-wheelers rolled in for days beforehand, unloading equipment under tarps so no one could catch a glimpse before the big reveal. By the time the Jumbotron outside MSG lit up with the words, "Just married," the Empire State Building itself had joined in, lighting up in celebration. In this video, we're breaking down everything that's been reported about the wedding of the year, from the proposal that started it all to the Dior gowns, the star-studded guest list, and exactly where that eye-popping estimated cost came from. So how does a global superstar and a 3-time Super Bowl champion pull off a wedding at one of the most famous arenas in the world? Let's get into it. Swift and Kelce's relationship became public in September 2023, after Kelce made headlines trying to get Swift's attention at one of his games. 2 years of dating followed. A relationship played out across NFL sidelines and stadium tours alike, before Kelce proposed in August 2025 at Garden in Lee's Summit, Missouri, his hometown area. Their engagement announcement became one of the most liked posts in Instagram history, a sign of just how closely the world had been watching this romance. From there, wedding planning reportedly became a joint effort. Sources described the couple approaching the process as a genuine partnership, working through decisions together rather than leaving it to planners alone. Speculation ran wild for months about where the ceremony would happen. Early rumors pointed to Ocean House, a luxury resort in Watch Hill, Rhode Island, close to Swift's own estate there. But by spring 2026, reporting shifted toward a much bigger stage, Madison Square Garden in Manhattan. Permits filed with the city confirmed street closures around the venue for the first week in July. And by June, most outlets agreed the Garden was a real destination. For an artist whose career has been intertwined with iconic venues, and a groom whose football path led straight through some of the sport's biggest stages, the choice felt fitting: go big, and go home to the city that made her career. Renting out Madison Square Garden isn't like booking a ballroom. Industry sources say a multi-day buyout of the full arena, not just the bowl, but the theaters, restaurants, and concession spaces, could run under $10 million on its own before a single flower is placed. And according to reports, Swift and Kelce didn't get a celebrity discount. TMZ reported the couple paid the venue's standard commercial rate. Transforming a 20,000-seat sports arena into a wedding venue takes serious labor. Crews spent days hanging draperies, laying custom carpeting, and building an entirely new set inside the bowl. People magazine's editor-in-chief described the transformation as leaving the interior looking nothing like its usual self. Union labor rules also factor heavily into costs like this. Event organizers often have to pay for staff whether or not every worker is actually used on-site. A rehearsal dinner was held at the Garden the night before, with roughly 100 family members and close friends in attendance, including some of Swift's longtime inner circle. The following night, the real event unfolded for an estimated 500 to 1,000 guests, with security tight enough that even reporters camped outside for days struggled to get real details before the ceremony began. It's the kind of venue choice only 2 people at the absolute top of their respective industries could pull off, and it set the tone for everything that followed. Fashion insiders have been picking up on hints for months. In the lead-up to the wedding, Swift was repeatedly spotted carrying Dior accessories in public, including a black D motion bag and a bright yellow mini Lady Dior from the brand's newest collection. Subtle breadcrumbs, in hindsight, pointing toward the big reveal. On the night itself, Dior was confirmed as the design house behind the couple's looks. Swift wore a custom white gown with a long veil train, reportedly the first couture wedding dress the brand's team had built for a celebrity of her global profile. Kelce stepped out in a white tuxedo. One eyewitness, AMC CEO Adam Aron, who caught a glimpse inside before deleting his post, described the pairing as striking, with Kelce looking sharp beside a bride in a jaw-dropping gown. Estimates suggest the couple's attire alone added around $2 million to the overall bill, factoring in custom design work, fittings, and the kind of exclusivity that comes with being Dior's marquee couture project of the year. Guests didn't hold back either. With names like Gigi Hadid, Margaret Qualley, and Zoe Kravitz on the list, red carpet-level fashion from houses like Chanel and Saint Laurent reportedly filled the room, turning the reception into something that looked as much like a runway show as a wedding. The guest list read like a cross-section of Hollywood, the music industry, and the NFL all at once. Attendees reportedly included Selena Gomez, Gigi Hadid, Ed Sheeran, Jennifer Lopez, Jimmy Fallon, Steven Spielberg, and Chris Rock, alongside NFL figures like Tom Brady and Kansas City Chiefs head coach Andy Reid. Comedian Adam Sandler officiated the ceremony itself. Rather than a traditional wedding party, Swift and Kelce reportedly skipped bridesmaids and groomsmen altogether. Instead, Swift's brother Austin served as her man of honor, while Kelce's brother, former Eagles center Jason Kelce, stood in as best man, a nod to keeping the ceremony centered on family. Catering for the roughly 1,100 people in attendance is estimated to have cost between $2.50 and $3 million, with reports of high-end touches like caviar-topped chicken nuggets, giving the menu a playful, personal spin rather than a purely formal one. Guests reportedly went home with custom gifts, including candle sets inspired by the couple's favorite scents and personalized branding. By the early hours of the next morning, guests were seen departing MSG and blacked-out SUVs, the celebration having stretched well past midnight. For a couple who built their public relationship on football sidelines and stadium tours, and in the night still surrounded by A-list friends, felt like a fitting final scene. And so, what did it actually cost? Because neither Swift nor Kelce has confirmed an official figure, most of what we know comes from wedding industry experts working backward from the details. The Knott's editorial director estimated the total landed somewhere between $20 and $30 million. Luxury event planner Lindsay Lamon put her estimate closer to $20 to $25 million. A source cited by CNN placed a range at $15 to $20 million, while another planner offered a more conservative floor of around $10 million. Breaking it down, the venue buyout likely accounted for the largest single chunk, with floor arrangements and decor estimated at $5 million alone, catering around $3 million, attire near $2 million, and security reportedly running as high as $2 million given the scale of the operation. Notably, in the days before the wedding, Swift and Kelce donated $26 million across more than 20 charities, including the Food Bank for NYC and Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, a detail that's drawn almost as much attention as the wedding spending itself. Confirmed or not, the numbers put this wedding in rare company among the most expensive celebrity ceremonies ever documented. If you found this breakdown interesting, let us know in the comments what part surprised you most, and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories everyone's talking about.